Hi, I'm Mr. Frog. For a while now, I've been heavily interested in the Ultimate Iron Man game mode. With this in mind, I wanted to set myself a new challenge. Using standard UIM rules, I want to acquire one of the coolest pets in the game, the Amulet. But there's a catch. In addition to these rules, I will also not be allowed to leave the island of Zeah. This means I will have to obtain all of my gear, stats and supplies in the local areas. Can it be done? Welcome to Overzealous.
Another prayer level to add to the collection. That is going to be 84 prayer. Smashing these levels out. I am absolutely loving it. Okay, I'm beyond incompetent. I was actually just keeping track of this level to make sure I didn't miss it, and I kind of got the hit points level. 97 hit points. 2 more levels until we are at 99, and that'll be another 99 done. I mean, we're going to get this one way or another, whether we get it through this or we get it through melee training. I don't know. Either way, we're very close to another crafting level as well, so that'll probably be the next clip. But my god, 1.1 million XP to the next hit points level? It's quite a stretch. Okay, so it wasn't that long ago that I hit 97 hit points, because obviously I said in that clip that I was looking towards getting the crafting level, which, as you can see, I am 1 red DI body away from getting. But I want to quickly mention in this clip that I'm having a serious issue with how much content I have to put in these videos. So I do apologize if some of these clips are a bit more rambly. I mean, I've done this before. I just like to give you guys a heads up so that you're not kind of confused as to why there isn't much in them. I gain about 3,000 crafting XP per hour at best. I'd say at Dragons, probably somewhere around 2,000 is more accurate. And it just explains how slow this actually is. I am very slowly getting through this, and I was recently editing a video, and I'm not sure if I've addressed it in a previous clip, because obviously these clips are quite far apart and I don't have a very good memory anyway. But I did say earlier on that I have to kill 2,500 red dragons. Now, I may have made a slight miscalculation. I need to make 2,500 red d'hide bodies, but it costs 3 d'hides to make 1 body, which obviously means we have to times it by 3. So I have to kill 7,500 red dragons. Now, I've killed quite a chunk of them, as you can see. I've done about 300 nature runes worth of kills, so that's probably about 250, give or take. I mean, I don't really know how many I spend on the insult heads. It's quite a lot as well, so we'll say about 250 dragons killed since I finished killing the frogs. But that's taken me a good few days to do, and obviously I need to kill a total of 7,500. So this is going to take me probably about 5 more weeks, if not more. Because it's Christmas. It's very nearly Christmas. I don't know when this video goes up, but for me it's very nearly Christmas, and I've got a personal life as well, and it's really hard for me to make time to do this. Last year when I was uploading videos throughout Christmas, they were pre-recorded, so I didn't have to worry about it, but this is fairly close to live content, and like I don't want to be sitting here saying I'm not going to upload videos. I will still be uploading videos, but they're going to be a little bit slowed down during the festive season, or whatever you want to call it, and then hopefully once we get out of this massive, insane grind, I'll be able to sort of speed up the footage again when we work under construction. I don't know how long that's going to take, but I do think that I can get that done a lot quicker than I have done with the crafting. I think when I started crafting, I worked it out to be about 600 hours of work, and I think I've done about 2/3 of that now, which is relieving to think that I've done about 400 hours of this. But it is very tiring, and I'm very, I wouldn't say burnt out of this. It's not so much being burnt out, but I'm very bored of doing it. I'm definitely burnt out of killing red dragons. I'm not burnt out of the account. I want to get this done. I want to get this finished, and I'm putting in as much time as I possibly can. But let's just stop rambling. We'll go ahead, and we'll just make this red DI body. And you get to see another level, because that is going to be 82 crafting. Like I said, we can now make black Dragonhide chaps. Actually, this is another big thing I wanted to mention for this. Completely forgot. We have ourselves some black d'hide here. We can make black Dragonhide chaps, which means we can finally upgrade a piece of our gear, which has taken so long to do. And I don't know how much of an advantage it's going to give me. Very little, to be honest. But it is cool to know that we can finally get an upgrade. Now, there have been people that have said to me before, because I do plan at some point to try and get a god d'hide body from a clue scroll. I know it's ambitious, but I would like to try and do it. Now, you're probably thinking, why am I bothering to unlock Black d'hide if I'm just going to get God d'hide anyway? Well, the point of this is to get 84-ish, and then over time, we'll do rune crafting, and I'll get crafting XP from that, which will slowly push me towards 90, and obviously 90 is the Amulet of Fury. Now, beyond level 90, I don't need to train crafting anymore, so if I can get the point now where I can make Black D'hide and then runecraft until I get 90, I've covered all of my crafting needs on this entire account. I do plan to be making blood runes in the week between when I'm doing raids, obviously to restock my blood rune stack. Let's go ahead and alch this, and what I'm planning to do right this second is I'm probably going to clear up this inventory anyway, and then I'll go ahead and I'll use 2 pieces of the Black D'hide to make some Black D'hide legs, which will allow us to upgrade. It's probably going to look pretty stupid having a mismatch of red and black, red body and black legs, but the stat bonus will be quite nice, and then eventually we'll be able to get the 2 more levels and get 84 crafting. Now, with the amount of dragons that I'm going to be killing, it's not going to get me 84, I've already worked that out, but I have settled on the fact that I am very bored of this grind, so I'm going to just use up these nature runes, I'm going to get this all done, and whatever I end up with at the end of that is where I'm going to settle. If I haven't got the 50 mil, I will find a way to make money. If I haven't got the 84 crafting, which I won't, I'll find a way to train crafting. I just don't want to do these red dragons any longer than I have to. I don't want to have to get more nature runes. I'm so sick of it by now. It is such a gruesome grind. And I feel like for you guys watching this in the future, where you're just watching the episodes back to back to back, it must be really nice because you get all of that content in one short format. But for me, this has taken months, and it is so slow that, like I said, it just feels quite demotivating. Don't worry, I will get through it. I'm too persistent to give up on something like this. I just don't want you guys feeling that I'm not producing content. I'm just warning you that the next couple of clips or even videos might be quite a bit slower. I think I did mention this in an earlier clip, but again, I apologize. I forget what I said. It was like a good week ago that I probably recorded that clip. Sometimes it is at least 5 days between levels, so you can imagine there's not really much recording going on. Anyway, I'm really rambling on. Again, I apologize for the rambles. I get into a tangent sometimes. Point is, the clips are going to be a bit slower, progress is going to be a bit slower, and there probably is going to be rambling here and there just to fill out content. If you're not interested in that, then I am totally okay with you skipping these videos. Maybe just fast forward the playlist to when I actually finish this grind, and, you know, that's totally fine. I completely understand. But anyway, guys, I appreciate you watching. Let's go ahead and sort out these Black Dragonhide chaps, and we'll get ourselves some upgrades. Alright, another inventory sorted out. We are back at Eden. I don't know how you say his name, but that's how I'm going to say it. We're going to tan these 2 Black D'hides that I unnoted, and that is going to allow us to run over here for some reason. Anyway, to make Black Dragonhide chaps, and there we go. That is going to be another upgrade. Now we go. Upgraded the chaps, looks beautiful, and I'm now going to go ahead and alch these. It's kind of a waste of a nature rune because you actually get scammed out of GP when you make D'hide chaps, because they don't give twice as much GP as D'hide Vams do. Even though the red D'hide body gives 3 times as much as Vams do, so I don't know why the chaps are a bit off. But either way, let's go ahead and alch them. We don't need them anymore. We've got ourselves Black D'hide chaps. Been working on these for a very long time, and the next step is the body, which is going to take 2 more levels. So I'm going to head back to grinding, and I'll see you guys in about 10 seconds. But for me, it's probably going to be about a week. So let's get to it. You know what I love? A 600-hour grind. Do you know what's even better than that? A 600-hour grind with interruptions. So, as we can see here, system unavailable. Oh, it's finally loaded the friends list. At least there's a positive there. There's a bunch of problems with the RuneScape servers right now. And last night, I spent a bunch of hours doing red dragon kills, as always. And suddenly, 2 of my 3 accounts got logged out. And yes, I was on 3 accounts at once. I was basically just AFK on the others, so it's not really a big deal. 2 of them got logged out, and this one stayed logged in. Now, this is the most important one for me to be playing right now, because it's the one that's got the hardest grind. So I was kind of like, great. If any account is going to be left logged in, I'm happy it's this one. So, I did more red dragons for about an hour, and then I was going to hit the 6-hour logout, so I had to log out, and then obviously because the servers were having problems, I couldn't log back in again. So I decided, okay, I'm just going to go to bed. So I went to bed, got up again today, came back on, only to find out that they did a rollback. So, the time that I spent continuing to kill red dragons was entirely wasted. Lovely. And on top of that, I feel rough as anything right now. The winter season is around, and I continuously just get cold because I have to keep going outside in the cold. and it is quite horrible. I mean, I do like the winter, but sometimes the air can get so cold that it just sort of dries out your skin and makes you just feel pretty awful in general. And it's not really my favourite time of year. I prefer autumn over winter, I think. But yeah, basically, the gist of it is I continuously get interrupted with this grind, and it's just making it take longer and longer and longer, and I just want to be done with it. We're nearly at 5,000 law runes. Like I said, I think I want 8,000. I don't think I'm going to get 8,000. I've got to be completely frank with you here. We've got 32.3 mil. That's got to be 50 mil, but we won't be able to get that from this grind either. It's just going to be a matter of just grinding through this and hoping to get as much as possible. I've only used like 400 nature runes so far, which is kind of appalling, really. Regardless, though, despite all of the interruptions and all of the problems, and the fact that I may be locked out of my account in a few days, don't ask, I have to push on with this grind. So, we'll just continue killing red dragons, I suppose, throughout the entire Christmas period, so I don't get to have any holiday. Yay! No, I'm just kidding. I will have some time for Christmas, but I really wanted this to be done by now. It's just so annoying that all of this stuff gets in the way. So, this is what it has come to. I finally got caught botting, and I have been banned. No, I'm just completely kidding. I've never botted on any account. I wanted to make this clip, though, just to say I've had a few technical issues lately, and it has caused me to be locked out of my account, which I believe I mentioned in an earlier clip that this might happen. I did preemptively assume it was going to happen, but hopefully fairly soon, or at least by the time you see this clip, I will have had it all sorted out and we'll be back online. But this does hinder my progress. I can't play the account at the moment. I don't know how long this is going to last for. Every day without being able to play the account means I'm slowed down more and more. So I apologise. There's not really much else I can say. It was my own fault that this happened, mostly. There are some faults on the other end that could have definitely been deterred slightly by some more help. I'm not going to make too many excuses. I'm just going to say that a lot of this happened because of my own error. I did something that maybe I shouldn't have done, and it's caused me to essentially lock myself out of the account. Don't worry, the account is not compromised. It's me. I accidentally got the account locked myself. But like I said, hopefully fairly soon this will all be sorted and we can move on with some serious gains on the Zeah man. In the coming year, 2023, I am hoping that we will be able to, like, I'm not going to say when, but somewhere during this year we will be able to get raids started and hopefully push for some raids drops. I imagine that this series is probably going to go on for a few years, though, because I don't expect myself to get the Amulet very quickly. However, with the pet luck on this account, it is entirely possible. We shall see. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are seeing this clip, it means that I was successful. And I'm going to have the screen blurred out, so bear with me. But we are going to go ahead and we are going to try and log in to our account. And we shall see. Are we able to get in? Moment of truth. Connecting. And we are in. There we go. We lost out on nearly 4 days of grind, which is also 4 days of membership, which sucks. But we are back. And gladly still alive, because I was in the middle of killing the red dragon when I got kicked out before. Right. So, I should probably explain. I'm not going to go into like major detail, but basically my email address wouldn't work, and I needed to switch the authenticator, and because of that I couldn't log in. So what I did was I peeled the account, then the account got locked, but my email didn't work, so I couldn't get the email to log back into the account. So I was communicating with Jagex, who provided me with no useful information whatsoever, until I went and troubleshooted the problem myself. And I found out what the issue was. I fixed it myself. I got my stuff back, and they did basically nothing to help me. As far as I can tell, they sent me through an automated system of just telling me to go to the account recovery page or whatever, which I'd already done, obviously. That's why I was communicating with them, asking for help on why this was not working. because I knew that the email that I was using was the one that links to the account, but for some reason it just didn't receive the recovery emails, basically, is what happened. And I couldn't do anything about it. Needless to say, I required some support, and I didn't get any. So it's very unfortunate, but, you know, we're back in. We're into the account. So I really can't say much more than that, other than the fact we've lost like 4 days worth of grinding, which is going to suck, especially as it's Christmas in 10 days. I don't know when this goes live. This is probably live after Christmas. I'm trying to backlog a little bit, so I've got a bit of breathing room while I do Christmas stuff. But we're currently at 82 crafting. I don't know what the percentage is on that. I've only just logged in, obviously. But yeah, I'm gonna do as much as I can. I'm gonna be so busy in the coming week, though, so it would just be whatever I manage to get done, and I'm sorry for the hiatus. I'm sorry for the multiple hiatuses on this account, to be honest. It's getting so annoying. Everything's getting in the way. I'm just trying to get this done, and like life just keeps throwing things at me, and it's so annoying. But yeah, there's not much more to say. I'll quickly talk about where we're heading with this. Obviously, you guys know, but just a friendly reminder. We will be working up until either we get 50 million coins, we run out of nature runes, or we get 84 crafting. Alternatively, we could run out of bolts as well, but I don't think that's going to happen. I reckon we run out of natures first. Whichever one of those happens first is when we finish Red Dragons for good. I don't want to say, like, forever, because there's a chance that if I get a Dragon Hunter Crossbow, maybe I come back here and try it out and do some crafting training with that, because I feel like that would absolutely shred these guys, and that'd be pretty cool to try. But, like, for the actual grind of crafting, I probably won't be doing this, really. I might do it for prayer. That's the only thing. I might do it for 99 prayer, and crafting would just come alongside it, and maybe some money as well. But I would never do it. Like, I wouldn't need to train crafting anymore after 84 anyway, other than with Runecraft, obviously, which is to get 90. But essentially, once I've got 90, I don't need to train crafting anymore, is what I'm saying. Also, we've got the 99 construction to do, which I think I worked out to be about half the length of time that this grind is, so that's quite a blessing, really. It's still a long time, don't get me wrong. I think it's like 300 hours or something like that. But I feel like construction is way more relaxing, and it's also going to get me like a chunk of woodcutting levels. I didn't even think about this. It's going to push me into 90s, I think, because I've got to chop the oak logs when I do it. And it's going to give me a whole chunk of those levels as well, which is cool, because even though I don't really like plan on doing it, I'm sort of slowly maxing the account inadvertently. I've got 88 thieving from doing gemstones and stuff, which is probably going to go up more when I end up doing the crafting to finish it off as well. I might manage to get another level on that. We're going to gain a whole load of runecraft levels when we do blood runes. We're going to get 99 construction. We're going to have 99 in the combat stats. 99 prayer probably will happen eventually. You know, there's a good chance to get 99 hunter, because I might want to do like lucky implings and stuff. Like, there's all these stats that I probably will end up getting 99 in. In fact, the only one I can see on here that I can consider will probably never be 99 is Slayer, which is it's interesting to think, because I've got pretty good access to training all of these skills. I'd say probably the worst one is smithing. I'm gonna say that that's the worst on here, just because I'd have to do like Lovakenge sets, and as an ultimate it's just kind of inconvenient. But it's still not even that bad. If I get a good pickaxe and I get a load of nature runes and we can superheat, I don't see it as being terrible. Cooking's super easy with mess hall. Fishing is, well, fishing. I can just like fly fish and whatnot. And then we got all the other stuff. Tithe farm for farming is really nice. Herblore is about as good as Herblore is going to get anywhere else. Yeah, so I mean, look at all these skills. I may eventually just get 99 in them just for the sake of doing it. This one's kind of annoying as well, agility, because the XP rate is like 30k an hour, I think, at best. Which obviously, if you do 99, is pretty bad. And there's also no benefit for me to get 99 agility, because 96 is the final level where you get the extra energy regen, and obviously I can't get the cape, so the extra 3 levels would just be for the flex and just to look nice on the skills. And I've just realised my invent is full. We're going to need to go and do this invent. Anyway, I've rambled on for a while. I just wanted to give you guys sort of a standing point of where we are now. I feel like it's probably a bit weird for video content, but for me, obviously, I haven't played the account in 4 days, so I felt like I needed an update, whether it be for the video or just for me. It's nice to just have that sort of catch base, I think that's the term. Anyway, yeah, just sort of like an understanding of where I'm at. So, I am going to go back to this tedious mentality of killing red dragons constantly, we are at a current total of 10,480 red dragons. Now, I believe my original calculation was about 14,000. I'm not sure if that's directly accurate. That's pretty much a guess. I probably have to go back a few episodes and check that. Yeah, we'll get it done. We'll get it done in time. It's slow, it's steady, but it will win the race.